Welcome everyone to our members and visitors to the Hebrew Congregation of St. Thomas. Okay, Shabbat Shalom. Okay. Welcome to members and our visitors and off-island members who are here for a while to the congregation. And my name is Katina Koulianos. I'm the service leader since Rabbi Margolis is away. And I ask everyone to please join in the readings, in the singing and the responsive readings. We'll do some readings together. We begin with the candle lighting on page 120 and 121. I ask Anna Paiwansky to come up and light the candles.
Shabbat Shalom. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we in our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you. We'll continue together at the top of page 125, reading together. We enter this sanctuary to welcome Shabbat. Within these walls we sit surrounded by numberless generations. Everyone, our ancestors built the synagogue as a visible sign of God's presence in their midst. Throughout our long history and our endless wanderings, it has endured, a beacon of truth, love, and justice for all humanity. Its presence guided our ancestors to lives of righteousness, holding up to them a vision of their truest selves. Now we, in our turn, come into this sanctuary to affirm the sacredness of our lives. May we enter this place in peace. May holiness wrap around us as we cross its threshold. Weariness, doubt, the flaws within our human hearts, the harshness of the weak, let these drop away at the door. In the brightness of Shabbat, let peace settle upon us as we lift our hearts in prayer. And we continue on page 128 with Ine Matov, singing.
שבעתיים גם יד, הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבעתיים גם יד, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, לה 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 לה, הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, לה 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 טוב ומנעים, שבעתיים גם יד, הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבעתיים גם יד.
How good and pleasant it is that brothers and sisters dwell together. And we continue on page 133. At the top, we read together, Adonai is sovereign, let the earth exult, the many islands rejoice. Dense clouds are around God. Righteousness and justice are the base of God's throne. O you who love Adonai, hate evil. God guards the lives of God's loyal ones, saving them from the hand of the wicked. Light is sown for the righteous, radiance for the upright. O you righteous, rejoice in Adonai and acclaim God's holy name. And we continue on page 138 with Lechad Odi. We usually do verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, and when we rise to sing verse 9, we face the door and welcome the Sabbath bride.
שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד ישמענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד ושמו תפארת ולתהילה לי 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 לה 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 לכד עודי לה 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 לקראת כלה לה 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 פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה שווה תהי לגלה לי 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 לה 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 לכד עודי לה 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 לקראת כלה לה 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 פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי כי באורך קומי אורי 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 שבת נרי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה לי 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 לה 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 לכד עודי לה 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 לקראת כלה לה 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 פני שבת נקבלה בואי ושלום עצרת בלה גם בשמחה ובצורך עולה תוך אמונה עם סגולה בואי חלה בואי חלה לי 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 לה 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 לכד עודי לה 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 לקראת כלה לה 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 פני שבת נקבלה
Please be seated. And continuing on page 140, a song for Shabbat. It's good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak and your faithfulness each night. With a 10-stringed harp, with a voice and lyre together. You have gladdened me by your deeds, Adonai. I shout for joy at your handiwork. How great are your works, Adonai, how very subtle your designs. A brute cannot know, a fool cannot understand this. The righteous bloom like a date palm. They thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they flourish in the courts of our God. In old age, they still produce fruit. They are full of sap and freshness, attesting that Adonai is upright, my rock, in whom there is no wrong. And then we continue together on page 144 with the Chatzi Kaddish. And I hope I can chant this. If please join in. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, b'alma divrach hirotei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon v'yomechon, uchayede kol beit Yisrael, ba'gala, ba'gala, uvizman kariv, v'miru, amen. Oh. Rabba Mevora, Leal Alman, Leal Maya, Yitbara, Yitbarach, Vitpa'ar, Vitnamam, Vitnase, Vitadar, Vitalel, Vitalal, Shmei de Kudisha, Brihu, Leal Min Kol, Birchata, Vashirata, Tushbehata, Venehemata, Damiran, Vialma, Vimeru, amen. And I should have said, please rise, so I will now say, please rise. Rise for the Baruch. Baruch Hu et Adonai, Hamevora. Baruch Adonai, Hamevora, Leolam Va'ed. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. And then we continue together in the middle of page 147. O God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. O let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence. And on page 148, together at the bottom, blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. And on page 150 together, everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And now the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. Please be seated. Again, help with the V'ahavta. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha בכל לבבך וכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך ביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשבתך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, לחיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיהם. On page 157, standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע הים לפני משה מרים, זה אלינו אמרו. אדוני ימלוך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace, and raise us up our guardian to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guard us with your good counsel, for your name's sake. Be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful, guarding our going and coming to life and peace evermore. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkot, shalom aleinu, ve'akol amo Yisrael va'al Yerushalayim. Hashkivenu.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו להים, העמידנו שומרנו לשעים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים. Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing, and I say don't take me soon, 'cause I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because every I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars. Our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
And now we continue with Tefillah on page 164. Please rise. Adonai sefatai tifta ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'koneh hakol, v'zocher hasdei avot v'imahot, u'mevi gula lifnei v'neihem, l'man shemo b'ahava, melech ozer u'moshiach magen, Baruch atah Adonai, magen Avraham v'ezrat Sarah, atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mehayeh hakol atah rav lehoshia, Mashiv Hara Morid Hagasham, Mekalkel Chaim Behesed, Mehaye HaKol Berachamin Ramin, Someh Noflim Verofe Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umkayem Emunato, Lishene Afar, Miha Moha Mal Gevurot, Umido Mela, Melech Memid, Umechaye, Umatzmia Yeshua, Ata Kadosh, Ushimha Kadosh, Ukadoshim Behom, V'Hallelu Selah, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. And on page 171, let's read together. At the top, days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. And on page 173, at the top, again together. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. And now to Ritzeh.
Ritzeh Adonai Eloheinu Be'amecha Yisrael Tefilatam Be'achava Tekabel Ratzon, Tamid Avodat Israel. Israel Amecha El Karov Lechol Koraf Penei El Avadecha Vechonenu Shefuch ותחזנה עינינו בשובך לציון. ברחמים ברוך אתה אדוני, אדוני המזהיר שכינתו
Please be seated and let's take a few minutes to let that lovely song sink in and have a few moments of silent meditation. And now we come to the prayer for healing. And the names of persons are on our service flyer. And I would also ask if there are names amongst you that you'd like to have announced. Okay. I'd like to mention the name of Chinwe Osazi. And Marie Sharp. Okay.
מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב. מי שברך אמותינו, שרה, רבקה, לאה ורחל. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayers, hear our prayers, hear our prayers, hear our prayers, and bless us as well.
Okay, so this week's Torah portion is Vayehi, which means he lived, and it's referring to the life of Jacob. This is Genesis chapter 47, verse 28, through chapter 50, verse 26, and it's the last portion in Genesis, or Bereshit. And the corresponding Haftarah is from 1 Kings chapter 2, verses 1 to 12. So in this portion, Jacob, or Israel, prepares for his death. And he makes his son Joseph swear to bury him in the cave of Machpelah, where his father and his grandfather are buried. And that does occur. In the portion, they describe a whole caravan of persons, family, even honor guards, leaving Egypt and going there to bury him in the cave and then returning afterwards. But prior to his death, Jacob blesses Joseph's two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, and his own 12 sons. Interestingly, in blessing Joseph's sons, Jacob purposefully switches the blessings, and the second-born gets the blessing that the firstborn would normally get, paralleling how he got the blessing of the firstborn rather than his older brother Esau. But this time, there's no scheming. He promises good things for both. Regarding Jacob's blessing his own sons, the fathers of the 12 tribes, the blessings take the form of what will actually unfold for each son. So it's not based on what they've accomplished today, but what he foresees for them and each tribe in the future. Who will be strong and who will prevail, who will settle where, and who by their future actions, some of them sound rather nasty, in my opinion. So I have to wonder what it would be like for a parent at the end of their life to look back at their children, and rather than looking at the good accomplishments to date, to see the future and the varied outcomes for each child. Not all of them are so good. It could be said that it could be sad and disappointing, but that is the human condition. Not everything turns out well, and not every life lived is a good life. Rabbi Margolis, in her when the electronic flyer that we put out, stated that this portion has to do with legacy. And that is true. Jacob is looking at his legacy. And the Haftarah is related to it in the same theme, because 1 Kings chapter 2, 1 through 12, deals with the death of King David and also has an aspect of legacy and the clearing up of loose ends. He is speaking to his son Solomon, who will succeed him. He's hoping to strengthen the next generation, and he's also, like I say, tying up a few loose ends. I'm going to read the Haftarah because it's not very long. And just say, in the Sidra, Jacob delivers his last charge to his children. In the Haftarah, David leaves instructions with his son Solomon, who will succeed him on the throne. The Haftarah is taken from the first book of Kings, and it is the briefest in the yearly cycle. It brings us the last words of David, whose 40-year reign from about 1010 BCE on is nearing its end. He has appointed Solomon as his successor, and now shares with him some final matters that have been on his mind. Solomon is asked to settle a few old scores and to be generous to one particular person. The Haftarah raises serious questions about David. So this is the Haftarah itself. When the time came near for David to die, he gave this instruction to his son Solomon. I am going the way of all the earth. You must now be strong and show yourself a man, and keep faith with the eternal your God, walking in God's ways, carrying out the laws, commandments, rules of justice, and directions of God, as written in the Torah of Moses, so that you may succeed in all that you do and whatever you turn to. In that way, the Eternal will see to it that the promise about me comes true. As God said, if your children are careful how they live and walk before me faithfully with all their heart and soul, one of your descendants will always rule Israel. Moreover, now he gets into history of his life. Moreover, you know what Joab, son of Zeruiah, did to me, and what he did to the two commanders of Israel's army, Abner, son of Ner, and Amasa, son of Jether, killing them, shedding war blood in peacetime, and spilling war blood upon the girdle hitched over his loins and upon the sandals on his feet. Do what you know is wise, and do not allow his gray head to descend in peace to Sheol. But be kind to the family of Barzillai of Gilead, and let them be among those who eat at your table, whom you support, because they showed me friendship when I had to flee from my brother Absalom. There is also Shimei, son of Gera, the Benjamite from Bahurim. He cursed me with a terrible curse the time I went to Mahanaim. Then he came to meet me at the river Jordan, and I swore to him by God that I would not put him to the sword. But you must not treat him as though he were innocent. You are wise and know what to do with him. Send his bloody gray head down to Sheol. Then David slept with his ancestors and was buried in the city of David. David ruled Israel for 40 years. He ruled 7 years in Hebron and 33 in Jerusalem. Now Solomon sat on the throne of his father David, and his rule was secure and strong. So, those were his instructions. Okay, we're now going to turn and do the Aleinu. I ask Barbara and Judy and Dorothy to struggle with the ark doors and open them, please. And we turn to page 586 and rise when the ark is opened. Why don't tell me? Oh, yay. Looks good, folks. It's fine. Aleinu l'shabea ladon hakol latet gula leotzer bereshit shelo asanu kekoye haratzot velo samanu kemishbechot hadama shelo sam kelkenu kahem vegor aleinu vekol hamonam ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומושיט קרו בשמיים ממעל ושינתו זו בגובהם מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו, אמת תורתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, עד היום ושם לילה כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך כל הארץ היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו Ushama, Ushama, Echad. Thank you very much. We now turn to page 597. As we're approaching to say the Kaddish, we remember our people who suffered and died so that we could be free and secure. May their memory be more than a distant shadow. For their dreams left unfulfilled and their lives taken too soon, we remember. Remember our brothers and sisters whose sacrifice kept the dream of democracy and justice alive, and may their courage be our inspiration and strength. For life cut short and vision unrealized, we remember. Remember the fallen of our armed forces, the victims of terror and tragedy. May the darkness of their loss not obscure the light of peace. They were in love with our land and in love with life. For the agony, the tears, the mothers and the fathers, for the children who were and for the children yet to be, we remember. And tonight, our hearts go out to the family and loved ones of all who have lost their lives during the war in the Middle East. Are there names, besides the names that I'm going to read, for Yahrzeit tonight that people would like to call out? Okay. So we remember our members and their loved ones. The list is in the service flyer. Sarah Becker, Andrew Burnson, Vesta Budhu, John Fenimore, Maurice Glazer. Actually, this is a long list. You may sit down for a few minutes. Maurice Glazer, Miriam Gordon, Bernice Hofeld, Alice Leston Holzer, Joseph Kahn, Harriet Mallon, Betty Rom, Gwen Alice Rossov, Simon Sheen, Frank Steiner, Arlene Turk, and Minnie Weinberger. And loved ones of our high members or former high members also, Bella Boss Abraham, Sarah Applebaum, Susan Beck, Goldie Bershad, Raja Binen, Susan Byrne, Howard Bach, Nuala Carragher, Dooley Cohen, Jean Cohen, Miriam Dembo, Matthew Dalsky, Herman Dorff, Irene Elkus, Jack Finkelstein, Ruth Flickop, Jennifer Foreman, Beatrice Friedman, Bernard Gordon, and Nathan Greenberg. Billy Green, Benjamin Gruberg, Benjamin Haber, Veronica Hegan, Bertha Herman. George Holstein, Elmer Hogum, Israel Isakov, Louis Cantor, Benjamin Katz, Michael Kay, Rosalind Korn, Fred Kupperman, Sylvia Lefkowitz, Paula Lifland, and Claire Lipschultz. Albert Lonstein, Shirley Mand, Elizabeth Manton, Elaine Mesnick, Nathan Miller. Alan Knappen, Minnie Orchovsky, Gladys Paris, Harry Pierce, Maury Polner. Beth Rice, Neil Robbins, Ruth Schimmel, Max Schwartz, Frank Seskin, Otto Spiegel, Norman Steinberg, Sylvia Stone, Jerome Taylor, Ann Thorpe, Philip Tooch, Joseph White, Betty Wine, Charles Wolfe, and Gabriel Wolfe. So now we will turn to page 598 and rise and say together the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yeruteh v'yamlich malhuteh, b'chayechon uyuvemechon uv'chaye dekol beit Yisrael, ba'agala izman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mavrach le'olam almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitalel v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'rihu. La'el mil kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechmata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'imrumav, u'yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Okay. Please be seated.
There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light. Long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us as we live our days. These are the ways we remember as we live our days. These are the ways we remember. We remember.
And now for our closing song, Luba is going to give us some little instruction.
Oh, yes. It's very simple. It's just a call and response. I'll cue you while I'm singing. Lie, 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 lie. La la lie, 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 la 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 lie. Your turn. Lie, 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 lie. La la lie. Lie, 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 lie. La la lie, 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 la 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 lie. Your turn. Lie, 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 lie. La la lie. Same melody. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Here we go. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. La la lie, 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 la 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 lie. Your turn. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. La la lie, 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 la 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 lie. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. La la lie, 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 la 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 lie. Your turn. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. La la lie, 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 la 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 lie. I will build this world from love. I will build this world from love. La la lie, 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 la 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 lie. And you must build this world from love. La la lie, 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 la 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 lie. And if we build this world from love, ya la lie, 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 la 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 lie, then God will build this world from love. La 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 la.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Thank you very much, Luba.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lyra.